Imagine a world where the oceans boiled with monsters that made great whites look like goldfish, where the skies were patrolled by feathered dragons, and the land was a battlefield ruled by creatures with one purpose: ultimate domination. This was Earth, millions of years before the first human ever walked. Today, we're counting down the 5 deadliest predators that ever existed, and why their extinction might have been the only thing that allowed us to eventually take the stage. To rank these killers, we're judging them on 3 criteria: sheer killing power, evolutionary success, and the primal fear they'd inspire if they existed today. These are the apex predators that shaped their worlds through pure terror. Let's begin our countdown. Number 5. Anomalocaris, the first nightmare. At number 5, we travel back 500 million years to the Cambrian explosion. In these ancient seas, life was experimenting wildly, and the top predator was a creature so bizarre it looks like a failed sketch: Anomalocaris, the abnormal shrimp. For its time, it was a giant, over 3 feet long in a world of thumb-sized creatures. It hunted with 2 barbed, grasping claws to snag prey and a circular, tooth-lined mouth that could crush through primitive armor. But its true deadliness lies in its impact. Anomalocaris was an evolutionary pressure cooker. Its very existence forced other species to develop the first hard shells and escape strategies, sparking an arms race that shaped all complex life to come. It was the original king, ruling the oceans for millions of years as the first major predator in Earth's history. Number 4. Dunkleosteus, the living bone crusher. Number 4 takes us to the age of fishes, the Devonian. The oceans are now packed with life, and to rule them, evolution created a tank with jaws. Meet Dunkleosteus. Forget teeth. This armored fish had self-sharpening bony blades that acted like hydraulic shears. Its bite force? An estimated 80,000 pounds per square inch, enough to bite a modern shark in half and crush armored prey like it was tinfoil. But the most terrifying fact? It was a cannibal. Fossil evidence shows vicious bite marks from other Dunkleosteus. This was a creature so aggressive, it regularly tried to eat its own kind. For 20 million years, it was the ultimate expression of power, a living hydraulic press that dominated the seas. Number 3. Argentavis, the Sky Tyrant. Our number 3 predator proves the deadliest hunters don't always come from below. Sometimes they strike from above. In the skies of ancient Argentina, Argentavis magnificens reigned supreme, the largest flying bird ever discovered. With a wingspan wider than a small airplane at 24 feet, Argentavis wasn't just big, it was an expert hunter. Scientists believe it used its immense size to soar for hundreds of miles without flapping, scanning the ground below. Then, with a sudden dive, it would strike with a hooked beak capable of killing medium-sized mammals. Imagine looking up and seeing a silent, feathered glider the size of a hang glider and knowing it's looking at you. For 6 million years, it was the silent, calculating tyrant of the skies, turning the very air into a domain of fear. Number 2. Tyrannosaurus rex, the icon of terror. You knew it was coming. At number 2, the icon itself, Tyrannosaurus rex. But we're here to move past the movie monster and look at the real killing machine. This wasn't just a big lizard. This was a biological masterpiece of predation. It had the strongest bite of any land animal ever, over 12,000 pounds per square inch. Bones weren't obstacles, they were part of the meal. Its sense of smell was almost supernatural, detecting carrion from over 10 miles away. And new research suggests it may have been a pursuit predator. capable of a slow, relentless jog that nothing could outlast. But its true deadliness was its sheer evolutionary success. T-Rex was the apex of an entire dynasty of tyrannosaurs that ruled for over 100 million years. It was the final, most perfect form of a lineage designed for one thing: total dominance. It is the definition of a prehistoric predator. Number 1. Megalodon, the perfect apex predator. Which creature could possibly outrank the king? Only one that ruled a larger kingdom, for longer, with even more absolute authority. Our number 1, Megalodon, the greatest shark that ever lived, and perhaps the most perfect apex predator in Earth's history. Megalodon wasn't just a big shark, it was a global super predator that patrolled every ocean on the planet. Its serrated teeth, some over 7 inches long, were designed for maximum efficiency, slicing through flesh and bone to disable prey instantly. But the most mind-blowing fact, its reign lasted an almost incomprehensible 20 million years. That means this single species of shark was the undisputed master of the entire planet's oceans for longer than most families of dinosaurs existed. It hunted the largest animals to ever live, had no rivals, and existed at the very peak of the food chain for so long it became a force of nature itself. That is the definition of deadly. These 5 titans represent nature's ultimate experiment in power. Each in its time was the undisputed master of its world. And yet, they're all gone. Wiped out by mass extinctions, shifting climates, and changing worlds. Their reign ended, making space for new life, and eventually, for us. It begs a haunting question. In the grand story of Earth, are we just another temporary apex predator? Or will our intelligence let us write a different ending? Let us know in the comments. Which of these ancient killers fascinates you the most? If you journeyed to the past with us today, smash that like button. It helps us explore more forgotten worlds. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the incredible story of life on Earth. Until next time, stay curious.